What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about a fragrance from a discovery set. We're going to go through the entire line from the house of Memo Paris. So strap up. Let's get this thing started. All right, welcome to the scent bubble. I am your host for the evening. Okay, so check this out. We ran a vote and we had over 60 votes come in to say, I had 4 discovery sets on my mind to do next. And you guys all voted and said, hey, the votes were pretty split between Mind Games and Memo Paris. So I said, you know what, we're going to do them both. So I'm going to kind of bounce back and do 4 cents here, 4 cents there. Thankfully, Memo Paris won't take too long to go through. This is the set that we're working with. Shout outs to my folks over in Dallas. They always give good prices on discovery sets. We were able to snag this up very nicely, very affordably. Check out the inside. It gives you 2, 4, 6, 7 cents. I majored in art, not mathematics. So they've got a nice map here. I'm only going to show this once. So if you don't watch this particular review, we'll just get straight to business moving forward. But this comes with the scents, inlay, French leather, Marfa, Lilabella, Irish leather, Iberian leather, and African leather. Fragrance we're going to talk about today is inlay. Now, I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit of information about the house, but I'd rather save most of it for the house dive. I did get this really dope booklet that kind of explains each fragrance, so I will be jumping into that. This is a fragrance for women, and I believe Memo Paris has now switched their artistic direction for their bottle design. I'm even aware of that because I recently bought African leather about a week or 2 ago, and I noticed the design completely changed. So if you are like, hey, what the heck happened? They got new artwork and styles of bottles, and probably even the artwork associated with that. So this fragrance is for women. It is a floral fruity fragrance, launched in 2007. So it's been around forever. Rated 3.91. So we'll round that up to a 4 out of 5. Definitely for women, a gotta get your nose on it to try it. The fragrance retails for $340, I'm seeing. But I'm certain you can get it for much less. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing this fragrance go for as low as 150, around the 150 mark for a 75 ml. That's the concentration they come in. They also come as a mist. And that sounded crazy, so we're just going to move on. But anyways, inlay, floral fruity for women. So this will be a men's take on a floral fruity fragrance for women. It says, oh, they have it in French or something? Do I have an English version of this? Hold on, guys. This is all in French, so I can't even read this sucker. Somebody who's French, clip that and send me what it's saying. I don't have time to go through it. Okay, let's just go straight into it, I guess. Very nice atomizers, so shout outs to them. I love atomizers you can just get to the point with, but that have great coverage. Both as a wear and... Ooh. Ooh. Way different on test strip than skin. Man, that's shocking how different it is on skin. Ladies, put this on skin, please. If you ever go to a Neiman's or something and smell this, do not put it on the test strip. Completely different smell. On the fragrance, on the test strip, it just smells light and kind of like rose water, floral, peony water kind of smell. On skin, it packs a serious punch. I'm getting like slight peony, slight rose-ish, kind of leather backbone, like one of those old Tory Burch kind of smells. It's floral. It's got a backbone of what feels like a soft leather or a soft woods. and a touch of fruitiness to make those florals feel a little bit surrealist sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's like 5 out of 10. It's just right for a nice mature lady who still wants to smell modern, but doesn't want to have a teeny bop level of floral sweetness. This is nice. This imitates a lot of kind of Bath and Body Works shampoos type of stuff, but it has a little bit more elegance, feels a little more fragrancy, and feels a little bit more significantly, like 20% more sophisticated as a fragrance than a lot of that stuff, and even a lot of the kind of Estee Lauder type of scents that go down this path. This feels more robust, less watery, and more full and rich, but it is still a middle to lightweight wear with a robust smell to it. I would love this on a woman. I would love this. Yes. Sounded like Mickey Mouse there for a second, but I'm quite surprised by this. Oh, and look at this. Ladies, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Give me 1 second. Look at that note pyramid. Can we biggie size that for you guys? This is why we like it, ladies. That's exactly why we like it. Now I'm smelling that osmanthus. I mean, recently I've been smelling a lot more osmanthus scents, so I can make out some osmanthus. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You know, I don't know much about that mate smell, but this whole base is beautiful. Just like a musky, slight earthy, soft woody base for it to sit down into. It's going to sit down into something clean, lightly floral, lightly sweet. Just a beautiful, not necessarily angelic. Almost, if angelic was in the clouds, this is just sitting above the cityscape, you know, above the buildings in the clean air, but not quite heavenly. It's more Middle Earth type of scent. But this is beautiful, guys. Tea, neroli, bergamot, cardamom, osmanthus, jasmine, fig, mate, musk, violet, cedarwood. Ladies, am I wrong? Is that all just like dead perfect for womanhood? It's fresh. It is angelic, but it's not so airy that it's not sophisticated and lacks body. This is surprising me because you take all of your kind of Dolce & Gabbana light blue, your Estee Lauder pleasures, a lot of those type of scents that are floral, they're slightly sweet, they're rose watery, and the, you know, the tea fragrances and stuff like that. And a lot of those, this even kind of has like a Louis Vuitton feel to it. Like even, you know, kind of down that like Lovers, Meteor, you know, around that territory, even Pacific Chill a little bit. But this actually has a sophisticated body. It doesn't feel teenage. It does feel youthful in that youth could wear this. Like my ladies out there, like ladies, all ages, please put this on. But it's got body. Like if you compare this to any of the women's LVs, there's going to be LVs you like more, but compared to most of them, this has more of a body of longevity and projection that I find to be much better than a lot of the women's LVs I come across. Yeah, I mean, just picture any citrus, light floral, tea, slight figgy type fragrance you can find, and this is that, but with more body and richness. It doesn't feel super niche-y, but it definitely feels like a fragrance that should definitely be like a Byredo, in the Byredo line. Very nice. I do think the longevity is going to be diminishing returns. Like I feel like a scent like this isn't going to go long, but it's definitely not going to be quiet either. I think it's going to be a moderate performance with about 2 feet of sillage. It's the more time goes on, the more angelic it'll feel and less sophisticated it'll feel. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. Absolutely. The price point is absurd. But if you can find this around the $150 price point for 75 ml and you have bigger distribution on this, I think this will easily last you 4 to 6 hours should be easy. It may, after about 3-4 hours, go to more of a 1 foot range glorified skin scent, but it's a beautiful skin scent. Yeah, ladies, you got to get your nose on this. I'm a big fan. And despite all of the fragrances that are kind of oddly creative or have a lot of growl or go down that leather type of thing, this is surprisingly refreshing from the house. And we're off to a really great start. I think for a women's scent, solid 8. Solid 8. And even though I only gave it an 8, ladies, it's a strong 8.5-ish kind of 8. And it's incredible daily driver use. 4 seasons for me. And I just think this has a lot of layerability, a lot of every occasion utility. It can go casual. It's like perfectly sophisticated, perfectly casual. So you could go casual, you could dress it up. I definitely don't think it could go formal, but fancy casual and casual. This is like 4 seasons for. Age range, I think all women can really wear this. By the time you get to the dry down, it's ageless. Performance, I think it's 4 to 6 hours with about 2-3 hours of good projection, 2-3 feet. Then it'll kind of quiet down inside the 1 foot range. Sprays of this, ladies, don't count. Load yourself up. Have a ball. Literally don't count. Make the aura, walk into it, and do you. Alternatives to this, there are a lot, but I don't think they're as good as this unless you start to play with the LV series and mess with some of their florals. I think some of their floral fragrances will outclass them. I think Acqua di Parma and Byredo have fragrances that can contend with this, but this is a great juice, ladies, and it's definitely worthy of the $150 price point. It's generic enough to be layerable, so you don't necessarily have to layer it with an oil or another fragrance, though you could. You could also very much, whatever shampoo and conditioners that you use in the shower would translate and wear this well and complement this. So if you're the type of girl who lathers up in something floral and fruity already in the shower, and you have some concerns about wearing a fragrance that might mix over that and mess it up, this will go with everything that you bathe or shower with, and would complement everything and would probably even add to that first hour of wow factor with the projection. I'm a big fan of this. Solid 8. If I was a decimal guy, I'd say 8.5, but I'm rounding down because I don't think it's a 9. It's not signature enough, but I definitely think it's a signature in terms of it being a daily driver 4 seasons kind of floral fragrance. It's more floral than fruity, but it has a fruity undertone, and it's a phenomenal fragrance. Again, this was Inlé from Memo Paris. Beautiful bottle, actually. Before we sign off, ladies, check out that bottle. This is stunning. I'm a big fan of pastels, and this kind of pastel skin tone pink here on this light kind of khaki brown bronze finish is stunning. This would be great to be on a shelf. I look at the juice more than the bottle, but man, when you get a nice bottle, celebrate it. And this Accord list is just beautiful. Big fan of this so far. We're off to a great start. Again, like, comment, subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell. Talk to me. I do talk back. Ladies, have you tried this? This is in Eau de Parfum concentration. Definitely want you to get your nose on it. I think it could be a staple for you if you're into floral, fruity scents. And it's got a very LV finish on it, surprisingly, and a very Byredo finish to it. So sound off in the comments. Let's get a conversation started. And I hope you ladies are absolutely blessed for the rest of the week. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.